Hello, race fans. This is Larry Supermouth Huffman, AMA Hall of Fame announcer, and this isn't Supercross. It's Wednesday! And you're watching Bay Fishing with Roman and Brian. Stand by while the boys teach secrets of bay bass fishing with Roman on his 6-second nitro-burning pedal drive kayak, and Brian in his Cool Baits high-speed dragster boat that he takes out every Sunday. Be there!
Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Fishy Hour. Where we go? There we are. What's up, Brian? How you doing today?
I'm great. How are you?
Good. Excited to have you back. Jeez.
I'm glad to be back.
So today, the topic is Spotty Science. Where are the biggest bay bass? Where are the biggest spotted bay bass? If you want to know, we're going to tell you today. Backed by science.
Oh, yeah. So
By Spotty Science. Backed by Spotty Science.
Here's all my notes. So you guys don't even know it, but everybody in Spotty Bowl has participated in this segment. We're going to call it here. So hang
Spotty
tight.
Science.
Pretty interesting. I think a lot of people are going to be shocked.
There you go. Way to tease it. Let's go. So first order of business, now that you know what the show is going to be about, let's get into shout outs. For the first comment of the evening goes to Corey King. Corey King, thanks for tuning in. Man, the live audience is loud today. And we're going to give the first like of the evening to Mr. Jared Brack. What up, Jared? Let's go. Shout out to Spinning Rod Rebel Marvin, Roy down in SD, Ryan Newbrander. What up, buddy? Welcome back. Brock Little, welcome back to the show. We got Carl Black in the house. What up, Carl? We got One Cool Tuna, Jeff in the house, OCT, exclamation point, OTC in the chat. Type exclamation point, OTC in the chat. See what happens. We got Brian likes to fish in the house. We got Hookup Baits. What up, Chad? Welcome to the stream. We got Leonard. What up, Leonard? Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for helping us keep the chat in check. These guys are wild. We need as many mods as we can. You guys are awesome. We got Manny Fish in the house. What up, Manny? Welcome to the stream. Captain Dan 42320 bit, and amazingly, I'm here. I know, Captain Dan, I didn't share your story last week, but we're gonna share it today. I wasn't sure if I could, but Brian said you said it was okay, so we'll talk about that today. It's pretty wild.
Talk about that during PB shoutouts.
Yep. Billy Little in the house. What up, Billy? Welcome to the stream. Thanks for tuning in. I got Dog Dude Drone in the house. Stephen Gage. Stephen Gage is selling his Lowrance head unit. Check it out in the Mad Max Fishing Club swap meet section. All right. Rock and roll.
You buy a new one, Steven? What'd you get?
Yeah, he bought a new one.
Drone says, yo, shout me out for adopting 2 dogs.
Dang.
After losing my pup. Oh, no, after 3 years. It's work, full-time dog dad. What's up?
Nice, dude. Congratulations on your new fam. On your new 2 members of your new, on the new, dang, how do you say it? On your
fam?
On the 2 new members of your fam. There you go.
3 fam?
Dyslexia, you know how it is.
What kind of dog did you get? All right, so let's jump right. Oh, we're forgetting something.
One more thing to do before we get started with the actual show is, we started. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best pop top you ever heard in your life, 1 being the worst, rate this pop top. Jeez. Performance enhancing.
All I gotta say.
Audio. You forgot to turn off your echo. Performance enhancing audio. You get a 10 with an asterisk. A 10 with an asterisk. Let us know what the score is for Brian in the chat.
Billy, 11. Thank you, Billy.
Once you type in your chat score, type in what you're having as a refreshing beverage this evening. So, once you share what you're having as a beverage, I'm gonna do my pop top. On a scale
hard to beat, dude.
On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best pop top you ever heard in your life, 1 being the worst. Rate this pop top.
Pretty good. You could use some echo.
That was satisfying right there. That was satisfying. Hot chocolate. Whoa, that sounds good. Cheers, everybody. Cheers. Welcome to the show. Hey, feel free to put your legs up. Put them on the center table. Kick up your lazy boy. Relax. We're about to have some fun. You're about to find out where the biggest bass are.
Chatter and PB shout. I got a cool PB shout outs. If you don't know what PB shout outs is, stay tuned for later tonight. We got a really cool one. Check this out. I'm wearing a jacket because it's 51 degrees in Ramona and it's 51 degrees in my garage.
Yeah.
So I have to wear a jacket, but check this out.
Oh, let's go. Bay Bass Pro in the house. Round of applause. Someone live with a gong. Very nice. Very nice.
For any copyright infringements are being done here, but it's pretty dang cool. I like it.
I know, right? I'm like counting down. It's like, we'll see. Get them all you can before we get the cease and desist.
All right, let's get on with these announcements, guys. So, Spotty Bowl, you Spotty Bowlers out there, guess what? It's here this weekend, and Mother Nature's not gonna. Well, it might cooperate. Maybe we'll see. Saturday and Sunday look medium. Friday, maybe. Who knows? Every time I think the rain's over, I like drive like 5 miles and it's super rainy. And then I drive and it's sunny and then it's rainy. And then it's like I drive a lot during my job. So it depends on where you're at in the storm. I don't know. We'll see. So this weekend, guys, San Diego Bay, don't forget to declare your day. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Remember, you must declare it before. Make sure you clean those bump boards and get ready. It's going to be fun. I don't know. Sometime poll question.
Yes. I'm gonna end this poll question here. First, have you hit the like? Have you set the hook on the like button yet? 100% in bit. Let's go. Nice job, guys. Even though some of you guys still haven't hit the like button. We'll end the poll.
Okay, poll question, new poll question, because we got a lot of slayers in there tonight. What do you guys think? How does the rain affect the bite? This Spotty Bowl, we're gonna find out. Do you think it improves it? Because I know like Brett always says, hey, I want some rain so it'll cloud up the water, you know what I mean? Darken it up, because crystal clear water in Mission Bay is a nightmare, right? So do you think the cloudy water, the rain is going to make the bite better? Or do you think that like all that rain runoff, whatever's running out of those canals into the bay, do you think that's going to make the fish like, oh, this tastes funny, you know, gross, I don't like this water? Do you think what do you think the bite's going to be better or worse? So let us know. I'm going to vote right now.
The question is, does the rain make fishing better? Yes or no?
Yep.
Wow, that's a lot of that's interesting.
Man, yeah. We're gonna let that marinate for a minute. I'm gonna go to the next one. So President's Weekend's next weekend, guys. And with President's Weekend, we're in the show season. So Bart Hall show is not this weekend, but next weekend. It is February 15th through 18th. Is it still called the Del Mar Fairgrounds, San Diego Fairgrounds?
I think so, yep.
You guys know where it's at. Go up there, say hi to all of our vendors. You can see in chat, Chad's in there. Jeff is in there. Anybody else is in there, you know, type in chat so you can see up there. But go up there, support all of our Spotty Bowl sponsors. Tell them that you're up there supporting the Spotty Bowl and you want to talk to them. And I'm sure if you talk to one of those guys, which Chad, he'll give you a few tips. He has a lot of seminars usually. Go check those out. Also, I think I saw something, maybe JoJo, his wife, might be having a seminar too. So check that out.
Oh, very cool.
I'm not sure if it's at that one, but I saw that. So check that out too. Support our sponsors while you're up there. And we may put together a group. So we might bomb it together, huh?
Yeah. So really the only day you can make it is that day. Yeah, right, because you're fishing.
Well, for me, Thursday is probably going to be my day when I get to go up there. I'm going to be gone all weekend, you know, hitting the dirt on the dirt bike. So
hitting the trails. Yeah. Ugh. I was
thinking
like
Thursday will probably be my day.
Yeah.
But hey, you can go ahead, put a group together, the Roman, and head on up there. So check that out in Discord if we put something together. Right after that, March 7th through 10th, we got the PCS show coming up. Same vendors up there. Check them out. I hear a rumor that Muto may be flying in.
Oh, nice.
And I might be, you know, hanging out at that booth in the Cool Baits booth. So I might be up there too for that on the PCS show. So check that out. March 7th through 10th. That's at the Orange OC Fairgrounds, I think they call it. Okay, then after that, and this is a busy month right here. We got Spotty Bowl again for the guys that are doing both bays. We get to do it again, but LA guys get to come up. It's been 6 weeks since they fished. Newport, 23rd through the 26th of February. Spotty Bowl round 2, Newport, for you guys up there in LAOC area. So get ready for it. You know, I'm wondering, last time I fished last year, Alamitos Bay, like this same time with that huge rain. And I remember specifically Alamitos Bay has like a huge drainage ditch that was full of trash. You guys up there fishing, did all that trash wash in there again? That was a disaster last year. So much trash you could barely cast in Alamitos. Is that happening again up there, guys? I don't know. Okay, last announcement. Save the date for May 18th. We got the CCA apps and taps. Usually,
yeah.
we go up there as a big group. You want to give the details on that, Roman?
Yeah, I'm kind of Captain Dan. Maybe I missed it. Maybe I might have missed it. Like I'm trying to figure out how we're gonna get the tickets for that for those 2 tables. Let's talk about maybe ask Arnie, and then we'll if we get an update while the show is still going, I'll update the guys here on the stream. But yeah, we're basically gonna go do 2 tables for MMFC. Captain Dan donated 2 spots, so we have 18 available spots for sale and 2 that we're gonna give away. Here, cool. Between now and then, we're gonna do some trivia nights, and maybe I'll do a trivia night on a Monday or when
Wednesday when I'm not here.
Or when Brian needs a break, we can do a trivia night and give out one of those spots, and then we'll do it again. But yeah, it's gonna be fun. I'm stoked for it.
Yeah, we always, I mean, our group, the MFC, we usually have 1 or sometimes 2 full tables. So it's a lot of fun, guys. And also you're supporting CCA, which we need to do. They're fighting for our fishing rights. So check out the CCA's webpage for more information. This year it's not in the normal spot by Shelter Island. Was that the Polynesian Hall, or what is that called?
Portuguese. Way off.
Sorry. All right. I don't get out of Ramona very
often.
It's
going to be in my mission. It's going to be my mission day.
It's in the Marina Village Baja room in Quivarian Basin. Are you laughing at me or with me?
Quivera.
Oh my god.
The U is silent.
At the Marina Village Baja room on May 18th, 4 to 8 p.m. So check that out. All right.
You don't say quesadilla, do you? Say quesadilla.
Quesadilla? What?
Oh, that's right. Quesadilla is a double whammy, right? It's got the U in there and it's got the double L.
Right.
The U is silent and the double L is pronounced like a Y sound. Quesadilla.
So let's look at these poll results. Does the rain make fishing better? Let's see.
And all these slayers, I believe it, dude. 81%. 81% say that yes, they prefer rainy fishing.
Rain we had 721 votes.
I thought. Yeah, go ahead.
80% say yes, makes it better, and I put in yes too, only because it makes that water a little darker. You know what I mean? Like I said, Mission Bay, crystal clear, or any shallow water, crystal clear, even shallow docks, crystal clear is tough. So I think the cloudier water helps out. The no people probably are saying no because of the pollution. Usually when we have rain too, it's a little colder. The water right now, it's only 59 or 60 degrees in San Diego Bay. So I don't know. We'll see. I guess we're going to see for sure. We'll see the results, see what kind of bags come out this weekend. Hopefully some big ones.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yep. All right. Any other? Oh, yeah. At the beginning of the show, I think it was it Corey that asked me something about fishing cool baits from shore?
Yes.
Okay, so cool baits from shore, it's definitely a weapon I've used. Basically, Corey, what you want to do is probably one of the hardest things it's a cast and retrieve bait, first of all. So you're going to use your spinning rod, most likely, cast that thing as far as you can. If you can find a grassy area, that's a perfect place to fish this bait. And the hardest thing to do is to judge that weight of it. You want to cast it in, keep an eye on your line, and make sure that it's actually hit the bottom. So if you reel it before it hits the bottom, you're reeling it too soon. So cast it in, let it hit the bottom, and then if you're dragging it through the grass, ounce, and then if I can't cast it far enough or it's not getting to the bottom and staying on the bottom, I'll go to the half ounce, but 3/8 half is probably your best bet on that. Cast it, watch your line, and slowly retrieve it. I'm talking like this speed right here. So much I see like this, it's too fast. You want to slowly retrieve it, and this blade will spin at a very slow speed. Slowly retrieve it so it's moving just this speed right here, Corey, like just barely. Just reel it in about a quarter of the way and then stop. Pause it, wait for see if that fish bites it, and sometimes when you take it up, it'll come up off the bottom again, and then that's usually when the fish gets it, is right on that pause. So don't forget to pause it a quarter of the way in, and then maybe again 3/4 of the way in. Brian, and once that starts coming off the bottom, just reel it in and recast it.
Brian, what gear ratio is your
Most spinnings are like 6-8, 6-1. They're not. You don't get
Okay.
much of a choice on those. Not like the
Okay.
bait casters. You know.
Oh yeah, you're right. Okay, cool.
So spinning reels, if you're doing a bait caster, like a medium one, you know, you don't use your 8.2s or 8.1s or anything like that. So like a 6-1 is probably.
Let's say I was in the water watching your bait. Is it dragging on the bottom or is it
No.
swimming?
You're trying to swim it, and
Okay.
the best technique is
Slowest possible swim, basically, without making ground
slowest
contact.
possible swim without getting snagged in that
Yeah.
grass.
Okay.
You want it to just barely make through the top and keep it as close to the bottom as you can, and don't
Okay.
forget the pause.
Cool.
So if it's super slow though and you can't get any bite on the blade, the underspin's not working, they also make just a regular lead head without an underspin, and that works really well. My secret is during shore, if they're not biting that, sometimes the underspin's a little aggressive. You know, in the winter they don't go for the blade, so I'll just switch to a non-bladed bait, put a creature bait on there. This one's seen a lot of action. This is my Fish Lab bait, and same thing. Reel it like 5 feet, let it pause, and that thing will float up like this. 5 feet, let it pause. Just same thing as like you're fishing a ball jig head, but use a cool baits head on that. So
like a net
Fish
net
a net
rig.
from shore.
Yeah, slays. Shout out to TB Metal Art in the house. What up, Todd? Thanks for tuning in.
My last probably tip on that is they make 2 different size hooks, and since these spotties are so aggressive, this is what I have one here. These spotties are super aggressive. They make an XL and they make a standard hook. Go with the XLs. Like here's the XL, and here's their standard hook. Can you see that size difference?
Give me a second. Let me go full screen
Same
on
thing.
this. Brian.
Same
Hold it
thing
up again.
like you on the TRDs. You know, is that what you use? Where you use the XL hooks?
Yep.
These spotties are aggressive. Use the XL hook. Gets it further back in the bait. And you won't get
exactly.
short strikes. Favorite blade color is probably gold in these conditions right here.
Cave Dog in the house. What up, Cal?
Cool. All right, let's move on. You ready?
Cal, we're gonna go to the Fred Hall show or Bart Hall, whatever it's called, on Saturday, because that's when Roy can make it. We're gonna mob it like last time. If you want to go, I'll put it in Discord later today. It is so. It is done.
Have a brisket sandwich for me.
Oh no, brisket sandwiches at PCS.
Oh, is that where it was?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I can't wait.
All right, guys. Is there any questions throughout this? We're going to be kind of peppering a few poll questions through this, but if you have any questions or comments about this subject, please type them in chat. Roman will be checking the chat, and stop me if he sees a question that we need to address or answer. And it could be anything. If you have spotty bowl questions or any type of fishing questions, just enter them in right now. I'm going to go into my screen share here, Roman.
All right, let me give me a second. Go for it. All right, welcome back. So while Brian's getting his screen share ready, do me a favor, guys, hit that like button. And if you're new to the show and you haven't yet subscribed, hit that subscribe button. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. Actually, we don't even need to get to 1,000 subscribers anymore. Yeah, we do. Yeah, get to 1,000 subscribers. And when we get to 1,000 subscribers, Brian will shave his head.
How do you know I have hair? I never taken my hat off. Maybe
If Brian has hair under that hat, nobody knows. But if he does, he will shave it, and you probably will still never see his bald head. Anyway, 1,000 likes. 1,000 subscribers. That's all we need to hit. All right. All right, here we go. We're gonna jump into this segment, which we like to call "What Bay Has the Biggest Spotties?"
Oh, yeah.
Dun dun dun.
I just saw a question, a good one right here. Giant tide swing this week. I don't know if you fellas have
Oh
been looking at
yeah.
the swing, but we've got a pretty big tide swing. Check your tides for your fishing hours that you're going to be out there. But giant tide swings equal lots of current. And he says, what's my go-to lure? Whatever I can keep on the bottom, Sammy. My go-to lure is, I go, like if you're fishing the Submission Fishing Co. and see if the 10 gram don't make it, you know, and you're fishing deep structure or something, Chad would probably say the same thing, whatever will make it down there, you know?
Yeah.
Because if that tide's ripping and you're out in the middle of San Diego Bay and you try to drop your little 1/4 ounce or 3/8 or whatever you are, and that you think it's hitting the bottom, but it's like a kite back there. It's just flapping in the breeze, you know, it's just mid water column. So whatever you can get to the bottom. Also, my suggestion would be to find wide areas. When you get into those narrow like areas of the bay, you'll see, dude. You'll be out in that kayak, and it's gonna be rolling you around.
Hold on. This just in hot news. Jeff over at One Cool Tuna will also shave his head if we get to 1,000 subscribers.
What?
Let's go, boys! Share the stream.
I didn't agree to this. But
Share
whatever.
the channel.
My agreement was that we're gonna rent the hot tub pontoon boat as a celebration. That's what I've always said. But
Oh
hey,
yeah, that's right. That's right.
yeah, there you go.
That's right.
Shave our heads on the hot
Hot
tub
pontoon,
shaving party. Oh, that didn't come out right.
pontoon jacuzzi, Mission Bay.
Yeah, so try to find a wide area of the bay, maybe in some of the dock areas that are a little bigger, not the out. I don't know. It's gonna. If you haven't fished a 8-foot tide swing, get ready. Didn't you used to use like a drift chute or something like that in your kayak?
Yeah, drift shoe is awesome.
Yeah, I don't have one, but never used one, but I hear. Chad says double rig 5/8 hubs. That'll get you down to the bottom. All right, are you ready?
You ready?
Is my chair on? All right,
Yep.
wait. Okay, so a lot of science. We're lucky
5/8,
because
yeah.
we have been keeping track of all the. We have an archive, I guess you would say, of all the bags that have been caught in Spotty Bowl. Pretty much since season 1, we can look up, and we're on our 4th year here. Season 1, I can go back and I can see all the bags, and you guys can do this too. If you go into the Discord Spotty Bowl, you can see all last year's results too. So if you want to go see, what bags were happening in Mission Bay in February, you can check that out. So we have an archive, and what I've done is I've gone through this archive and I've used a lot of math, Roman, to try to figure out breaking down these bags on which bays using your guys' Spotty Bowl numbers. Because what else are we going to use? Who else has this kind of information? Nobody. I don't think anybody has it. And we've caught thousands and thousands and thousands of fish in Spotty Bowl.
That's right. We're waiting for Noah to contact us.
I've used all this information compiled, I should say, all this information to find out what bays have the biggest average fish. All right.
Yes,
so,
and that is what we call spotty science. Science.
Yes. All right. So first, I'm going to show a few of these little charts right here. January, February, and I couldn't go Masters, Weekend Warriors, Shore Division. I just went for the big bags, which is Masters. These guys should be able to go find the big fish if they're in there. So what I've done is I've actually just gone with the Masters numbers. Sorry, Weekend Warrior guys and everything, but I think this is probably going to be our most accurate for trying to find the biggest fish. So I use Masters. Each of these bays right here, San Diego, Alamitos, Newport, and Mission, there are your top 10 bags from last year, 2023, January and February. So at the very bottom right there, I totaled up all the bags, and you can see down on the bottom that San Diego Bay, I would have put money on Alamitos Bay. But San Diego Bay, if you totaled them all up, came out to 701 inches for the top 10 people in the Masters division, which average bag for San Diego Bay in that specific month was 70.15, which is a huge average.
Interesting. So sorry, go ahead.
And Alamitos Bay, which it kind of makes sense because this year we first round was in Alamitos Bay and we all bombed out. I think only maybe one person, Mike Brown, got over 70 inches. So similar kind of, somebody did really good in Alamitos Bay with a 77, but it didn't quite match up to San Diego Bay. And then Newport also 60-inch average. And then Mission Bay, I guess it's known for wintertime struggling. 47 is your average Masters bag for Mission Bay. So, and I'm going to break this down a lot of different ways, guys. So there's February. We're going to go to March and April. Same type statistics. Top 10 people for Masters.
Definitely spotty math. That's great.
No, it's not. It's good math. I use a calculator.
I even use a calculator. Nice.
Use a calculator. Double checker.
Oh, those zeros really mess it up.
Total,
those zeros really.
Once again, San Diego Bay with a 692 total average, 69.2 inch bag. So, and you look at the other bays. Alameda struggled again. Alameda struggling again.
I would have thought Alameda's Bay too.
Yeah, I'm going to break down the biggest bags though too in a little bit.
Okay.
So we're going to go through some more. This is just getting started in this. Newport 59.47 average bag, and Mission Bay 65. So Mission Bay and then San Diego Bay, they're right up there.
So I just want to point out, guys, that we have 40 people in here watching and only 24 likes. Hit that like button, guys. Where else are you going to get this kind of spotty science? The spottiest science you'll ever see.
It's March, April, and May, which is right when the waters kind of start, heating up. Spawning season's just about to break out for spotties right around there. So generally May in April, if we hit the 63, 64 degrees, they start, it starts getting a little wacky. But you look at the size of the bags up here. San Diego Bay had a big bag, 77. That's Dario's. That was the biggest bag caught in San Diego Bay.
Yeah, Chet makes a good point. He said if you calculate the top 5 spots only, then Alamitos Bay takes it. That's true.
Hey, hold on. We're gonna get to that. Chet, we think exactly alike. We're gonna break. We're just getting started here. This is just,
don't get ahead of the curve, bro.
This is just a primer. Okay, so once again, top 10. I wanted to do top 10 because why not? We've got all this information, and I'm going to do top 5, and then I'm going to do the top winners. So, top 10, San Diego Bay once again, 65.87, and the bays up north. Alamitos is starting to pick up a little, 55.9. But those are your average bag sizes.
That 81 up there.
It looked like a tough week. Yeah, 81, biggest bag ever caught. Michael Brown up there, Spotty Stalker. I'm going to show some of that too in a little bit. So San Diego Bay once again, top 10. So it's more of a consistent, I would say, bite in as far as San Diego Bay. Because you look at Newport right there, we've got in Masters 3 people with no fish. But you go over and look at San Diego Bay, everybody at least caught some fish. Most of them are in 60-inch plus bags. So it's just maybe there's more fish over there.
Yeah. Real quick, guys, if you can't find the like button, sometimes if you're in chat, like watching on your phone or a tablet, you need to exit the chat. Then you'll see the like button and then come back into the chat. So sorry about that. I forgot to mention that.
Yeah, Sammy, I'm going to isolate those zeros. He must be like a software engineer or something like that. All right. Okay, so that's May and June.
It's not called Spotty Science for nothing.
That's our top 10. Okay, now.
Questionable science.
So I took all the top 10 numbers and added up every single session, all 3 sessions in each bay. So this is your top 10, all 3 sessions combined. And you can see San Diego Bay, 2,052 inches, pretty much dominated the top 10 people with a 68.4-inch bag average with an average fish of 13.68. And look at Alamitos on the top 10. But I think Sammy's right. We're going to see these numbers change a little bit when I take it to the top 5 instead of top 10.
All right.
So right now, San Diego Bay, top 10, it's clearly that it is I don't know, more fish, it seems like, because there's not many zeros and, there's not many small bags in the, bottom 5. So when I got to this point and I'm like, oh, you know what? I'm going to go exactly what Sammy said, which is the top 5 master bags. So this is the exact same thing. I'm going to go back to this so you guys can take a good look. This is the top 10, right? These are the numbers for the top 10. I'm going to go the exact same screen, but this is for the top 5. So just like Sammy said, when you go over the top 5 people in the Masters division, Alamitos Bay actually takes a lead. It's got 1119.2 inches total, which is quite a bit more than Mission Bay, pretty close to San Diego Bay, but a 14.92 inch average.
So is Alamitos Bay about the same size as San Diego Bay, or is it smaller?
No, it's really small. Think of Alamitos Bay as it's almost like a big circle.
Okay.
It's like there's like not quite an island, but sort of like an island in the middle, and then all the way around it is all docks.
Interesting.
It's kind of if you haven't fished there, it's kind of
cool.
You launch at this boat launch ramp, and you either go right or left. If you go right, you go around the circle one way. If you go left, you go around the other way, and then there's an outlet. A jetty out to the ocean, just like all our other bays. But think of it as like a big circle around an island. It's different than our bays. Like Mission Bay is surrounded by like parks, and grass, and there's like a lot of different types of style
Chet
fishing.
Said, imagine a donut. Perfect. I love donuts.
Yeah, exactly.
Dog Dude Drone said, Zach said, wow, I've always heard that Mission Bay has had bigger fish. I always feel like the average fish in Mission Bay is bigger. I mean, it's weird, you get like a lot of mediums.
According to this, top 5, that's the top 5 people in the Masters. Mission Bay was the smallest. But let's put this poll question out. Where have you caught your PB or your biggest spotty ever? Let's find that out. My personal PB is out of Mission Bay. But these numbers are coming from a tournament series. And Mission Bay, I'm 13.8. That's not a bad average. But compared to Alamitos Bay, 14.92. And San Diego Bay 14.6. Yeah, maybe what people think is there's a lot of like 13-inch fish in Mission Bay. It seems very, you know, you can go through 13.25s all day long in Mission Bay. That's like to me, that's like the most common fish I catch in Mission Bay. It's like the 13.25. It feels like a monster. Those 13-inch fish can fight. You think you got a 15-inch in there, but it's always a 13.25. All right, next statistic coming up here. So this is just the first place Masters bag. So I took all 3 sessions from each bay, and I added up just first place. And you can see Alamitos Bay, to win in Alamitos Bay, or to win Spotty Bowl, to get first place, let's take Alamitos Bay. The average first place bag was 78 inches. Average fish, 15.6. That to me is insane.
Oh, yeah. That's good.
That is,
yeah.
I mean, so to win Spotty Bowl in Masters, you basically need to catch 5 15-inch fish up in Alamitos Bay. 15 and a half, basically.
Damn.
San Diego Bay is coming out with some big numbers too. 76.25, the average winning bag, averaging 15-inch fish. So if you guys, you know, are thinking about entering Spotty Bowl Masters Division to win these things, you better learn how to catch 5 15-inch fish in one session. It's tough. It's tough to win it. These guys are slayers.
That's pretty crazy when you think about it, like that. You know,
an average bag, 78 inches. You know how hard that is to get that bag. I think I've got that bag a few times, in Spotty Bowls, but to get 78 inches,
and you're not allowed to fish the whole day either, right? It's just that window.
It's a 7-hour sprint. Mm-hmm. You know, you get 6 a.m. to 1 or 1 to 8 p.m. So it's a sprint. So
it's pretty impressive.
Alamitos Bay, though, in the summer, it is crazy. I'm not kidding. You could probably ask the guys that fish up there. Alamitos Bay, there's certain spots where I'm not kidding. You'll catch 3 15-inch fish, and you're like, oh, it's only 15. I need 15 and a half, because you get those little minor upgrades. Alamitos Bay, and I think that's why it builds that reputation, is because when it is hot, it is like that place is crazy. It's full of big ones. But we saw winter numbers that, like last Alamitos Bay, I got I think it was a 12-inch bag or something like that. Was it 1 or 2 fish? I don't know. It was terrible.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come back to Alamitos Bay in summer though and redeem myself on that. Redeem myself on it. Mission Bay average first place was 14.6, Newport 15, and San Diego Bay 15.25. So Masters category, those guys are getting some big bags at first place. All right, here we go. So this is the way I broke it down. Hopefully, was it Chet that was talking about this, or was it Sammy? Who was it?
Yep, Chet.
Appreciates all this. Okay, so right here is the top 10. That's the average bag for the top 10 in Masters. And then you got the top 5 in Masters, and then you got the first place, right? So I took all 3 of those numbers that we just talked about.
Salty Dangler said the science don't lie. Mission Bay is garbage.
Oh my God. Salty Dangler. How dare you talk
insulting
about my
his
lady
girl.
like that? You just lost the spot on my boat. You want to fish SBS, funny. Roman? Let's go. Oh my God. How dare he? Okay, top 10. So you can see the statistics right here, guys. The first place, top 5 people, top 10 in San Diego Bay. Believe it or not, once I took all those statistics, everything on it, 14.51. Oh, and okay. Alamitos Bay coming in second at 13.67. And, it's pretty tight, right there. It's, within an inch, it looks like. Mission Bay struggling a little bit.
So it sounds like, oh no, I'm not going to do any.
Hey, what did I say was the most common size fish in Mission Bay?
Probably like a I don't know, like an 11.
I said 13.25. I think 13.25 is like, oh my gosh.
Oh, there you go. Average fish, yeah.
Yeah, and right on the money almost. 13.24. Yeah, the average fish to me, Mission Bay, it seems like that. Like when you get a legal Mission Bay, you're like, yes, I need 4 more now. But so I hope these statistics, guys, are you learning anything from this, Roman? Or
I am,
do you
definitely.
believe these statistics?
This is good. So Dr. Drun said, is this from shore or boat? It's mostly from boats and kayaks. Whoever's in the Masters division.
Masters division.
It's not shore division.
Jack, it was too much work to do every single category. So I took what I thought would be the biggest numbers, which would be Masters, obviously.
So are we gonna? So the question here is, where have you caught your biggest spotty? What bay have you caught your biggest spotty in? And it's pretty split apart. Let me end this poll, and we'll get the results.
Oh, let's check this out.
It's pretty good. So yeah, 36% of the voters got it in San Diego. 23 got it in Newport. 23% got it in Mission Bay, and 15% Alamitos Bay. So, and I think that's just part of like partially geographical, right? Like I've never been to Alamitos Bay and fished there, so it might be worth the trip. So what it sounds like to me, it sounds like
in the summer.
Yeah. It sounds like Alamitos Bay's got the big fish, but maybe not the quantity of San Diego, right?
Kind of feels that way.
Right?
Feels that way. But I mean, the numbers don't lie. San Diego Bay, we're gonna go on a little bit deeper too.
All right.
So my PB came out of Mission Bay. I think I caught.
They're talking about shaving your eyebrows and armpits now. Hey, we hit 1,000 subscribers. Brian's gonna shave his head.
I did not agree to any of
And
this.
so is Jeff OCT.
I'm gonna pick on Salty Dangler.
And someone else said they're gonna shave their eyebrows. Oh my gosh, that's so creepy when people have shaved eyebrows. Anyway,
I know,
Oh, you know what? You haven't hit Ken with anything today. You gotta take care of Ken, dude.
Oh yeah. I feel like, speaking of all this weird talk, I feel like people these days are way too judgmental. I can tell just by looking at them.
That was good. That was a good one. That was a really good one.
Did you know I have a Cybertruck on order? Seriously, I got a Cybertruck on order. I've had it ordered for 4 years. When that thing comes in, man, I'm gonna be cruising, right? But did you know the new Teslas do not have a new car smell? They have an Elon Musk. That was bad. That was terrible.
That's funny.
Had a long setup for that one. All right, so
Billy says shave the head live. Let's go.
All right, here we go. First place bags. So these are the biggest bags ever caught in Spotty Bowl. Last year, 2023, I should say. So our biggest bag ever caught, the legendary bag, Mike Brown, Spotty Stalker, only person to ever break 81. Dario out there. What's up, Dario? Hitting a 77 in San Diego Bay. I remember that because I think that weekend, a lot of people got like 74s and like, oh yeah, we did good. And Dario pulled out some kind of home run.
That was a good one.
Chad up in Newport, 76.25 was the biggest bag out of there. And Mission Bay, Alex and Norton champ, 75 inches even.
Yeah.
So there's your biggest bags of last season.
Gee, okay, 81.
Well,
it actually lines up, right? It actually lines up, no? With the other stats, like
kind of.
Wow, Mission Bay.
Do you think he's gonna break 80 this year?
Oh, I think so. Actually, I think so.
I think what gave Mike that is that he got two 17-inch plus. I think he got two 17.25s in one day, and to get one 17.25 in a session, you're like, oh my gosh! But you gotta get all 15s first of all.
Yeah.
And then they have to be 15 and 3/4, and whatever. But you got to get those 17 inchers because 80 inches is 5 16-inch fish. Just so you have to get the kicker fish. The 17 3/4.
Chad said he got a 78.75 at the Newport.
Yeah,
Newport on the championship.
I name that Chad because I think I had like a 78.25. That's when he beat
in
me.
Your face. Nice, Chad.
I think he actually got a 79, and I think I got a 78. He got a 79. I think I got a 78 in the championship round up there. And I think that was it in Alamitos, Chad? I think it was.
That's so funny.
It was funny because we were fishing kind of the similar areas, and I knew I had a good bag. I know he's always going to have a good bag, but I wasn't. Who would ever guess that when you have a 78-inch plus bag that you wouldn't feel comfortable? And I did not feel comfortable. I'm like, oh my gosh, I didn't feel comfortable fishing that day, even with a 70-inch bag, because the fishing was so good that I knew Chad was probably got some kind of massive kicker fish that day.
So good.
Okay, so there's your biggest bags. All right, here we go. The legendary fish. This is the biggest fish ever caught in Spotty Bowl history, and this was caught in San Diego Bay. I know where it was caught because I was right next to this guy when he caught it. And you guys have heard the legendary story of I was fishing a ways away, and I hear this squeaky. Have you ever heard Ned Flanders scream on The Simpsons? This is what you get, Salty, for talking about Mission Bay, by the way. I heard this scream of my name, and I thought somebody was in distress, like a female in distress, and I had to come in and see if somebody had fell over a boat or anything. But no, it was Salty Dango up there, shaking like a leaf because he just caught his biggest spotty ever caught in Spotty Bowl, which is that sucker right there.
That's so awesome.
Take it in, guys. That is a beautiful fish right there. Take it in. Look at the size of its fins and everything. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's cool looking.
But yeah, that was a great fish right there. Glad that I was able to see that, take a few pictures, and
It's an awesome fish. Just it's an awesome fish just by itself, but to have caught it during Spotty Bowl, that's freaking awesome.
first round too. And
Yeah.
it was first round, and it was like within a few hours of the start of the competition. When he caught that, I'm like, dude, you need to go. This is before the 80-inch barrier was broken.
Yeah.
I'm like, you need to put in a day. This could be the bag of a lifetime. You get a kicker like that. And I think he won the tournament that day, and I think he pulled out maybe like a 76-inch bag. I don't totally remember his number, but I think it was 76. Where'd you get that day, Salty Dangler?
I'm catching Cal up real quick. Cal, basically, when we hit 1,000 subscribers on his channel, Brian's gonna shave his head, but nobody knows if he even has hair under that hat. So because nobody's ever seen it, but if he does, he'll shave it at 1,000 subscribers
In the hot tub.
in the hot tub pontoon.
How many dudes can we fit on that thing?
Oh,
That's like 22. That's good.
the top
Nobody
fin looks
catch a
so
Spotty and
sick.
put it in
Yeah.
the hot tub, by the way. All right, let's move on here.
All right, moving on.
Okay, so here we go. This is the winners. The bay with the biggest spotties averaged from all the statistics I took was San Diego Bay at a 14.51. That's taking in the top 10, the top 5, the winners bags, everything I could compile down to. I know you guys they're big on Alamitos. They're probably like
No,
screen,
I
yelling
don't
at
know
the
about this
screen.
one, Brian. I'm gonna.
I'm just presenting the math. How else am I gonna do it? On feelings?
No, because it's hard because like I was saying earlier, if like definitely San Diego has the volume. That's why I asked about the size of Alamitos Bay. I've never been there, right?
It's smaller than Mission Bay.
Yeah, it's definitely smaller. So like
Half the size of Mission Bay.
if Alamitos Bay was the same size as San Diego Bay,
Think of it like this: as if it was a circle all the way around Paradise Point.
Yeah.
Under the 2 Ingram bridges.
yeah,
That is about the size of it.
right. So, yeah, no, so what I'm saying is there's just more fishing. There's just more water in San Diego Bay. So I don't know.
Doggy
It's hard.
Throne,
It's
if
an
you want the
average though.
short-
It's an average.
Yeah,
But
if you want the shore data, you can look it up. Go into your Spotty Bowl and you can see all the bags from last year.
I think we do 5 of the 5 bags instead of the 5 spots instead of doing the 10 spots because that means that you don't get a 0. On
But remember, you're taking the top 5 best spotty anglers that are out there,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Well, we got to think about the average Joes too. You know what I mean? Like you can't just. These guys have, mastered. I almost said something, but they've mastered their lures, and they've learned these spots and they fish there all the time. These guys in the Masters, and they figured it out. But I'm
Oh
talking
my
about the
gosh,
average.
Brian, listen to this. Sorry to just abandon our conversation there for a second, but what's it called I'm spacing on the it's TB Metal or Todd. You confused me with the Hazmatter. He said if Brian shaves his head and eyebrows live online, I will make him a glass etched Disneyland sign
Oh my
with
gosh.
castle.
How did I get dragged into this? Oh my god! How long do eyebrows take to grow back?
Oh, he's thinking about it.
I mean, I got a business
There you
to
go.
run too.
I know, right?
I gotta.
Can you imagine you show up to work with no eyebrows?
Yeah,
I mean,
know,
the head you
up.
can cover with the hat. It's no big deal. But show up to work without eyebrows? That is hilarious.
I know, yeah, I'm not pretending, Arnie. I didn't agree. Okay, so let's get back to this. So what I'm saying is my average. I try to take the top 10 because you got to think of everybody that's fishing up there, right? If I just took the number 1 bag, obviously, not like the winner.
Yeah.
Alamitos Bay would obviously win. Like let's go back to that.
Right.
Okay, here we go. So this is a good one right here. No, that's not the one I'm looking for. Here we go. So if I go back to just the top 5 people, Alamitos wins it,
Yeah.
but not by much, right?
Yeah. You're right. Right.
But
right.
look at the top 10 people. Look at the difference. It's a huge difference.
It
But
is.
then
It is
you go
because
to first place.
That's what.
like the
That's what I'm.
top guy.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's because the volume of fish is bigger in San Diego, right?
But that gives you a better chance. Like, okay, I've always said you need to catch about 12 fish in San Diego Bay to get the 1 legal, right? Or maybe 8.
like let's say you just took out the you went up to like 8th place, right? And you took out the goose eggs, and then does the average out to still?
Yeah.
No, I mean
that's
the
why I
average
put
is
in
still
top
good.
5.
Yeah, top 5. Yeah.
I mean, where do I stop it at? You know,
All right.
To
Well,
where- to where-
well, if
where
Chet
it benefits.
approves, I'm okay with it.
It sounds like you're trying to push Alamitos Bay.
I just don't want to be
That's
wrong.
tough. And you know why that's in your head?
Why?
Is because for 2 years I've been talking about how the fish are insanely big up there,
Yeah,
and they
it's probably.
it,
Why
they-
why are you socially influencing me, bro?
they are big up there because I've had some huge bags up there. I've had more 78-inch bags plus up
So
there
can
than
we-
any other bay.
Can we say this, that the fish are bigger in Alamitos Bay, but you're less likely to catch one than in San Diego Bay?
I think with San Diego Bay, you're more likely to go up there. And I'm not a pro at Alamitos or Newport, guys. I've
Right.
only fished up there in SBS events and in Spotty Bowl and a few events with the club, but it's not like a bay like San Diego Bay and Mission Bay where I go to every weekend.
I like
So
it. I
I would
it.
like to have some more information from people that fish up there, but since I have fished up there a little bit,
Todd puts a castle emoji in there. That's so good. All right, so let's keep it going. This is awesome.
so my biggest bags have came out of Alamitos Bay.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. San Diego Bay
See?
also, and I've had a 78 in Mission Bay though too. I've
True.
had big bags in
True.
everywhere, but
True.
but Newport, I've never had like one of those big giant bags up
Yeah.
there. But remember, I'm talking about the top 5 Masters guys are the winners. You know, like I'm trying to make this show for the average people that are fishing these bays. Maybe it's their first trip to a bay, and with
Yeah,
San
but
Diego
look,
Bay,
see like
I think
in your chart, right? If you use the top 5, then Alamitos Bay's got bigger fish, right?
let me go all the way back to show you some of the top 10s here.
See, because
with
there,
San-
those zeros is what's bothering me. The 9 and 10th.
Let's go to this one. This is the winter months, the hard months.
Okay, go.
Okay, look at San Diego Bay. Smallest
okay,
bags.
okay, go. Yeah, I didn't. I just fixated on those double zeros, but this one's got a full bag too. So okay.
But
okay.
San Diego Bay, it looks like you have the chance of catching a full bag and then maybe even calling out some fish. So I think with that bay, if you catch say 20 fish in a day, you're more likely to get like 4 legals out of the 20 fish because sometimes, especially summer, you've got to weed through all the dinks to get to the big
Sure.
ones. You know, you got to.
So okay. So Carl's got a good point here. Carl, good point. He says, how many anglers are fishing the SD Masters compared to LA Masters?
That year, that's a good question. I can look that up on my phone, but
Now, don't
check
worry,
that out for me,
it's
Salty
just,
Dangler.
it's just
I
a good
think it's
question.
like 18 versus 12 or 18 versus 14. It's within 5. It's within 5, I think,
Okay.
anglers.
Cool.
The Masters division's usually not as big as the Pro division or the Weekend Warrior division.
Right.
All right.
Perfect.
So let's move on to our final slides here.
Final slide.
I like this discussion.
It's good. I like it. Yeah.
I like it because we have science to back it up. You know what I mean?
It's not just science. We have
if I just came on here and
Spotty
say,
science.
what has the biggest, if I would come on here without any of this math, any of this knowledge, I would say Alamitos Bay.
Yeah,
That
it's
would be my
crazy.
gut
Yeah, it's good.
feeling.
I like it. It was
But-
good. It's good, Brian. I like it.
But since I had all this math from all these, all this events we've put on, I figured I might as well use it somehow, right?
Yeah, and if you're fishing Spotty Bowl too, you have access to the same information. It's the results are in the Discords. So feel free to come up with your own Spotty
Okay.
science.
I want to put out the next poll question before we go to PB shoutouts, and that is,
Hold on.
okay, guys, we're gonna have some cloudy water. We're thinking this weekend. We're gonna get away from that clear. What color baits do you go? Do you go with dark baits, natural baits? Do you go with the wacky chartreuse style stuff? What color baits are you guys gonna be using this
Well, that's
weekend?
a lot
And
of
with
options. That's a lot of options, dude. Hold on. Is that a poll question?
that is a poll question. What color baits?
Okay,
Dark
so give me
baits,
options.
natural
Dark.
baits.
So dark,
Natural.
natural,
Let's just call them wacky colors, like
Or s-
oranges and chartreuse.
or other, or wacky.
I like wacky.
How you spell
Wacky
wacky?
colors. Let's see
W
what
A
this
C K Y.
Spotty Math Cave Dog. I used a calculator. I did go to Ramona High School where you get a
Oh, you're
solid,
good then. You're good.
solid education. So
Spotty science.
okay, I'm gonna go ahead and exit my
With the
screen
emphasis
share.
on the spotty, questionable. Dun dun dun. Chad said he's just white baits.
Oh.
Very cool.
So, what color?
White.
White. Just white. Huh. I know that Berkeley Gulp Mullets makes a white, and there's a lot of white colored flukes out there that work well. But white, I wouldn't say something that I throw a lot. No. I'm gonna say my go-to which you guys are gonna be like, oh, everybody says that, is green pumpkin color. I love
Even when
anything
it's dark,
green.
even when it's cloudy,
I really don't care
murky,
what
cloudy
color it's
water.
like. Doesn't matter to me.
Hmm.
That's my go-to. But if that's not working, I'll have something I can throw out a natural color. And I like
Excuse me.
I like the orange green pumpkin, whatever it's called, where it's orange on top, green pumpkin on the bottom, that kind of stuff.
Round of applause and shout out to Eric, the judge at Layman. What up, Eric? Welcome to the stream.
What's up, Eric?
We're going to Bart Hall Saturday. If you want to come with us, we're going to go as a group. We can meet there, and we're going to basically mob it together through the whole place and go visit our sponsors, say what's up, and it's gonna be fun. Probably after that, we'll probably go get something to eat.
Okay, are you ready for some PB shout out?
I'm ready. Oh, wait, I'm ready.
Almost ready.
Yeah.
What do you guys think of that? Did you guys like this kind of?
I liked it. That was awesome.
It's not like I like doing it. I didn't like doing all the math, but I liked figuring out like I said, in my mind, Alamitos was like, oh, it's a clear winner, no question. It's just the biggest, giantest bags come out of there. But
yep.
I don't know.
Are we gonna end this poll while you get that screen share set up? We'll go full screen over here. All right, we're ending the poll, and most people are saying they're fishing dark colors in murky water or cloudy water. 31% say wacky, and 15% say natural colors. So
natural / probably light.
Mm-hmm.
Does it even matter though? I mean, we've had this entire thing. Does the color even matter? And if you watch any YouTube show, especially Fishy Hour, they're always going to say dark. Go with a dark color in darker water, and in a lighter water, maybe a natural bait.
Right.
Because maybe they can see it better. I don't know. But does it really matter? Because sometimes I throw the weirdest color and it gets bit. I'm like, what? It'll bite anything. Remember for a while there, I was trying to catch on a underspin. I was putting an in and out straw on it. I never got one.
That's right.
I tried for like forever to try to just see if I could catch
funny.
on the. I've heard of people like taking like a little piece of ice plant and put it on a ball jig head, and just Ned rig it through the water or whatever.
It works like a charm.
No,
I was kidding. Okay, yeah, the reaction is good. Chad says awesome data. Steven says love this kind of stuff. Data can tell you a lot. Brock Little says, would you say heavy current means a more active fish? I'll let you answer that while I read the rest of the chat.
Little, I think that Brock Little. Yeah, I think Brock Little might be on PB Shoutouts tonight, by the way. But Brock, heavy currents. Think if you're a fish, and or just think of you. If you get out into that wind, right, and let's say it's a 60-mile-an-hour wind, you want to get behind some kind of structure, right? So you don't have to sit there and fight that, because if it's ripping through there like a river, these fish are going to go to the wide open areas, or they're going to be hiding behind something.
Yes.
So they're not constantly fighting to stay place in this current.
Yeah. So you want to cast into the eddies, the spots where the fish can kind of hang out and watch the current come through and conveyor belt it food, basically. Right. All right. Here we go. Ready?
Well, I'm not done with that question really quick though. But think of it this way too. When that current's ripping through, if you can find a wide spot where it's not totally ripping through, these fish, what are you doing? These fish are basically sitting there waiting for something to go by, right? So they're waiting for whatever it is, and then they come out of their ambush spot and they grab it. That's how all bass are. So think of it this way too. You can use this current in your advantage, because you can use the current to, you're obviously going to cast upstream, and think of it as you're reeling it in super slow. You're covering a ton of ground because your kayak's being pulled by that current, and that's not so. Remember to slow your pace down, but that bait is also dragging, probably 5 times the distance as it would if there was no current. So you're covering lots of ground when it's high current, and sometimes what you have to do is take that cast and use that current, and then go back upstream, find a structure, and then drift past it again and again and again. Unless you're one of the lucky guys that have spot lock, where you can find something and kind of drop on it. But if you don't have spot lock, use the drift to your advantage. Trust me, it'll work. A lot of guys win a lot of tournaments knowing how to work currents. Okay.
All right. Perfect.
All right, you ready?
Oh, yeah. Here we go. Ready?
It's probably way too long.
I'm ready.
We've seen you out on the water. They say you're fishing harder. I guess we'll find out this week on our PB Shout Out.
If you don't know who that is Cal up front, double fisting. If you want to be on PB Shoutouts, it's super easy. Just message me, Brian Likes to Fish, on Discord, Instagram, however you can get a hold of me. Send me a picture of anything, and I'll put it on here. You got a kayak upgrade, or bought a new boat, or you caught an awesome fish, or you found a picture of you as a kid with a fish, send it to me. Don't forget to include that little story, and I'll put it right here on PB Shoutouts. Are you ready, Roman?
Let's do this.
All right, first up, we got a video.
Oh, yes.
First up, we got Alexis. You know who that is? That's Alexis. He's fishing Spotty Bowl from shore this year. He says, I was in, I think it's called Nayarit.
Nayarit?
Oh, there you go. I was in, you say the word.
Nayarit?
Thank you. Where my girlfriend's mom was born and raised. I was, where only I was there and I only had to pay for your drinks and get free food. So if you buy your drinks, you get free food wherever he's at.
Oh, it's kind of like a bar. And if you're buying drinks, the more drinks your group buys, you start getting like appetizers, and then you buy another round and you start getting like better appetizers, and then you buy another round and you get like a full on like they call it parrilladas, which is like basically like a little barbecue thing at your table, and you're basically with meat and stuff, and it sounds amazing.
I was on a panga and I bought a Reaper slow pitch jig and over 50 beers. What? Alex.
Dang. It's a party.
On the panga was a good cheering squad. My girlfriend and her family, we caught 2 fish in 30 minutes using a Bass Pro Shop rod, 4-piece light action rated for 20 pound, and a Shimano Corrado K200 with 20 pound braid with a spotted, I'm not going to say this word, jig, Reaper jig. So we got it on Reaper. And guess what? We got a video. I love it when you guys send in videos. I just figured out how to do this. So you ready?
Look at that pose. Let's go, boy. Oh my gosh. Oh. Bounce it in. Let's go, baby. That's so good. Champion of the world. That's awesome.
Why don't I have a cheering squad like that?
And that is what fishing is all about right there. That's so awesome.
And guess what? We only have one video, but Alex,
so good.
He sent in a second. Stupid.
I like his reeling pose. It's legit. It's like a lunge.
It's like the Nacho Libre pose.
It's a Nacho Libre style of reeling in. Let's go.
Awesome. Hey, 50 beers, you know.
Yeah, 50 beers in. Shoot. It's hard to keep your balance. He's up on the bow, too. That's good. Just stay quiet because he's going to miss. Oh, it's so good. That's so funny. Like I did it with handline. Like I was handlining, I think.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
So you can see Alex was fishing the Reaper jig. So thanks for supporting Spotty Bowl.
There you go. Reaper jig in the house. That's awesome.
And here we go. Here's the.
Oh my gosh. That's so good.
All right, guys.
That's a party, dude. That's perfect.
Brian,
what are you doing?
There we go. All right, sorry.
Oh, those guys didn't get released.
They caught their fish. They took them in. They said the fish were tasty,
Oh,
fried salty with plenty of cold beer. It's heaven, especially when you catch them. They even taste better.
Oh,
that
that's so
good.
good.
So he must have taken them, looks like, to a restaurant and had them prepare his meat. So
No,
congratulations,
that's homestyle,
Alex.
dude.
Right on. Catching them, eating them, probably all on the same day. 50 beers. Gee.
Dang, that's awesome.
Next up, who do we got here? If you don't know who that is Andy.
Let's
He didn't
go,
send
Andy.
that is Andy right there. He sent me in a picture of this. He says, went out this morning in SD bait, like 6:30 in the morning, got a nice sculpin on my second drop. Then a few drops later, this beast inhaled a 20-gram cookies and cream. I think that might be a submission fishing. This is the best. This is my biggest spotty that I have ever measured so far. Yeah. Give it up for spot
Spotty's
too, eh?
The Spotty's face is like, what the hell, dude?
I always see guys hold it like that too. And it's like, you know
So
why they hold it like that, Roman?
No.
Okay,
I'd be afraid that he turn his head and like whack me with that gill plate. I think it's sharp right there. Yeah.
If you've handled spotties, you learn this really quick that right at the edge of their gill, they have like a little poker and they flare it out and they try to swing that sucker at and stab you.
It's like a blade.
That's a way you can hold it.
Yeah, Billy Little said spotty football. Exactly.
Super Bowl is coming up.
So
once I pulled him in from the pylons, he was tugging pretty good. Thought it was a sand bass, but I was wrong. I got a good sized sculpin the night before that broke off my hooks from my jig. At this point, I didn't care if I lost a jig. I just wanted to catch this super cool fish, and I got lucky. Now, you didn't get lucky. You worked for that fish. Congratulations on that. And almost a 16-incher looks like. Yeah, 15.75 Spotty Bowl rules.
Yep.
It looks like you got it on Submission Fish Code jig. So congratulations, Andy. Andy also is fishing Masters. He's fishing, I think, Masters and Shore. I know he's fishing 2 divisions this year. So Go get him, Andy. Next up, you don't know who that is. That is David, owner of HD Baits. Thanks for sponsoring Spot Bowl this year, David. Let's go, David.
Check him out on Instagram. Go make sure you give him a follow, guys. And if you're in Spotty Bowl, hit him up. He'll send you a 3 bait sample pack. And if you win, they're doing the biggest spotty on an HD bait during tournament too. So there you go.
You know how I can tell that's a big spotty and not like an Instagram long arm spotty is you look at the mouth. And if you see somebody that looks like they have a gigantic fish, besides Eric's hand, Eric the judge has an enormous hand, by the way. If you look at the mouth of a pitcher and in the person's thumb like is in the mouth and the mouth is still way bigger than their thumb, then you know that's a big fish. Sometimes I see like a 9-inch fish, but somebody's got like a 4-foot long arm on Instagram, and I'm like, hey man, you can make that fish look good. Good for you. I know what the big ones look like. He says gear used was a HD custom rod, 6-pound braided line. Right on, part of the light line club here, huh? Oh wait, no, that's not for that fish. Sorry, he sent me a couple other fish. You got this guy right here.
Oh, nice.
It's like the Ned. Oh yeah, here we go.
That was a Ned. That was a sliding weight.
Oh, and the back one wasn't the Ned. Let me go.
Extra wide gap.
Went too fast.
Yep.
Is that like a ball jig head?
No, let's see the lines coming off of it.
Oh yeah. Huh.
Extra wide gap worm hook, Texas rig. The sliding weight. Very nice.
Some kind of weird looking trout. I don't do a lot of trout fishing, but I see a lot of people catching these. He says gear used was a HD custom rod, 6-pound braid with a 4-pound top shot test. Double drop shot fight was good in Hesperia Lake.
Oh, that's cool.
That is pretty cool.
You can eat those, right?
Yeah, I think he said he cashed and released them though, but he said he was using the 1.6 Battle Minnow. His Battle Minnow made by HD Baits. That's a pretty good fish right there. There's a good one too.
Oh yeah, there we go. Dang,
David sent me in a video, but I would have had to beep like half the video, David. I'm sorry, but it was like a lot of this would have been going on. So I know we get excited when we hook a big fish. But let's keep it Fishy hours PG, and then after, if we ever go late, like 8:30, it might turn into PG-13. But we're a PG show, so send me those videos in that I can put on. But thanks for sending that anyway, David.
Send it to me, Brian, and I'll make an edit of it with all the beeps.
I can do the beeps, but
no, because that way we do it like, and it's recorded with the beeps, so you don't have to time it.
I'll send it over to you.
That's so fun. Let's do it.
He said he did catch and release it, so that's a pretty cool looking fish right there. It's cool that you can go to like a local little lake and catch something like that.
That
size. Cool. Baits he's showing off. Okay, next up, this guy right here. If you don't know who that is Billy Little. He's in chat, and that's his son in the background, Brock Little.
That's awesome.
What's up, guys? Thanks for watching tonight. Billy says, "Get this, Roman. let's get a round of applause. He just picked up his brand new Hobie Pro Angler 12 360 drive. Let's go.
Is that this one, the green one?
Yeah.
That's beautiful. Where'd you get it?
Yeah, he doesn't say. He's up in LA, so he probably got it one of those places. I don't know.
Let us know where you got it, Billy, so we can reach out to them.
He says it's a nice upgrade from his Hobie Mirage Outback 180, also shown in the picture.
Nice.
He says he got this for the new Spotty Bowl coming up. Let's go. Upgrade.
Dude,
Looks like he's already got it totally decked out.
Yeah, that's super comfortable, right? Like, Billy, like, isn't it great just to be able to, like, it's easier to stand up when you're slightly elevated like that. It's just awesome.
Let me tell you something,
up there, dude.
I know they're expensive, the 360 drive, but man, I've only owned the 360 drive, so I don't have a lot of experience, but man, that 360 drive comes in handy. I'll tell you, if I was going to recommend somebody that fishes docks or tight places,
yeah,
that 360 drive is pretty dang nice. I'll tell you that. Still dialing in the new controls. I'm stoked. I got the skunk off last weekend with 12 fish first round.
Wow.
Looking forward to fishing Spotty Pole in Newports on February 24th. Let's see some pictures of him. And he made it a family affair. That's him.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's up front. That's Billy with his son Brock and his daughter out there, Sydney. What's up?
That's so cool.
That's cool. He's showing off some pictures. Man, he's got all the accessories on there. He's got the new Yak Attack pack. How many rods? We can eyeball all his rods right here when they send it in. Looks like he's got about, 5 rods on there?
6.
6? There we go. So he's already slaying in the brand new Yak. Halibut? Come on, Billy. Leave some fish.
Go. Nice job. No, it's so good. Like, once you get on that triangler, dude, it's like, yeah. It's just really nice.
The Angler just upgraded to the Pro Angler with the motor.
Yeah, exactly. So he says he feels like he's in a lifeguard chair with a view. It's true, dude. It's just amazing.
Yeah. They're top high end, dude. The best kayaks out there.
That's so cool.
And here we go. Okay, so new packs on the block. If you guys don't know, maybe I put this in there because maybe they'll be making an appearance at the CCA Apps and Taps. I hear they might perform. We hit 1,000 subscribers. Since you put this on me, I think the new backs on the block are going to put on a concert for us if we hit 1,000 subscribers.
If we hit 1,000 subscribers by the time we get to Apps and Taps, I will redo the mullet. I will shave the sides of my head and I'll basically start growing the mullet. Like,
so I don't know if Muto is going to make it to Apps and Taps because he moved all the way across the country. But I figured, hey, I'm not the leader of this group. That's probably you. But I'm going to recommend a new member to replace Muto for that event. And my nomination is Peter 86.
That's awesome.
So,
he's got some pipes. Did you hear him sing on Instagram?
No. So
my gosh, go look for Peter 86 on Instagram and you'll see him singing singing in his car in the rain. It's so funny. Somebody was like filming him from outside, I think.
So we're looking forward to Apps and Taps performance minus Muto, but Peter 86 still in form.
That's so funny.
All right, look at this.
That's right, Jess in the background.
Look at this. This is breaking news. I don't know if anybody knows this, but
why is
Muto
Okay.
Just bought himself a brand new boat, or a newer boat.
That's nice.
Muto moved up to Florida. He's got that giant boat in the background, but you know what? He found out there's a lot in Florida. It's a lot of shallow water fishing. Like the fish are in these shallow little areas. So Muto, congratulations. Guess what? The MFC just got a boat we can go use in Florida. When one of us buys a boat, we all just bought a boat. So if you're heading up to Florida, you know, there you go. To get a hold of Muto. He just bought himself a 2012 Carolina Skiff J15. Must be 15 foot. It's probably perfect size right there.
Fun.
Got it to fish the flats. Yep. This rig can float in 3 inches of water.
Wow.
That is so cool. So congratulations, Muto, on getting a new boat. Can't wait to see what videos come out of that thing right there. You can see he's smiling right there. That's Muto, by the way.
That's nice, dude. Very nice.
And he also sent me a picture of his Armada. Check it out. He's he's getting there. You know, he's almost up to the judge level. He's got 3 boats going there now. So
that's awesome.
You know, it must be nice when you wake up in Florida. You open up your garage door. You're like, what boat am I going to take out today? The big one, the medium, or the kayak? You know. So congratulations, Muto. We're all happy when one of us get a boat. Okay, next up. We got a video. All of a sudden, you know, I found out there's this new manufacturer that's making a kayak motor. And it's starting to hit the market right now, guys. So if you guys Spotty bowlers want to upgrade to a new motor, let me show you the latest Spotty bowl motor.
The latest tech for your kayak.
I don't know if that's gonna meet our California emissions.
I don't know if you can use that during Spotty Bowl. You can use it to get to your first fishing spot, but after that, you're gonna have to turn off that turbo.
I don't know.
That's
All right,
so
next
wild,
up.
dude.
Sorry, guys, I had to put that on. I thought that was on. You know who that is on the right? If you don't know, that is Captain Dan. What's up, Captain Dan's watching right now. And Captain Dan sent me this picture of him. That's Captain Dan on the right with that sweet shirt right there. And next to him is the creator, Mike Goodwin of the Supercross up in Anaheim a few years ago. Dan's a bigwig, by the way. When you go up there, you get the. I've gone up there twice and get the VIP treatment. Okay, so here's some news I want to share about Captain Dan that he's shared with me. And Captain Dan unfortunately got in a wreck this weekend.
Last weekend. No, 2 weekends ago.
Yeah, 2 weekends ago. He says he was in a violent car crash in Belfast last Sunday, got rear-ended by a car going about 100 miles an hour. Dang, Dan, that's crazy. And he was driving like a blank, his Audi R8 recklessly. And he's still sore today. I talked to him, still sore all over his body and his hips and all. So, Dan, we got your back. If there's anything you need, let us know. Unfortunately, Dan said he's going to miss that Ford Fusion. He said at low mileage, that was an awesome car. But you know what? They make more cars. Who cares? He'll get you a new one. But there's Captain Dan. Just guys give you an update. So, Captain Dan, if you need anything, be sure to reach out to me and Roman or anybody in the Mad Max. I'm sure we'd help you out. But he's okay. He's recovering. But we just thought we'd let you guys know he was in a car accident. This is a car that hit him. So.
Crazy, right?
There you go. Captain Dan, get better. Let us know if there's anything we can do for you. So, Captain Dan, get better.
Yeah, he's I had lunch with him last week. He's doing pretty good, but still, that's a lot of hassle to put up with. And glad Captain Dan's around. Captain Dan is like, he survived like an airplane crash. He survived a lot of things, and
it's like that movie Unbreakable.
No, but I'm happy to have Dan around. So I'm glad you're okay, Dan, and like we've been talking about, right? He said he's ready to give up his most interesting man in the world title if less things happen to him like this. So Captain Dan is the real most interesting man. It's wild. It's wild.
Let's keep it tame, Captain Dan. Yeah. Let's keep it tame. We're done with those wild days. All right, next up. Oh, my picture's out of square. Dang it. So long time ago, dang it, I wish that was in frame. We did a science project where we've all fished different wacky lures. I'm thinking about maybe doing a round 2 of that, guys. So let me know if you guys are interested in participating on this. I might mention it next time on, not next show, but the show after that. I might set this up to where, we, in our pre-fishes and when we're fishing, we just relate back to me what colors baits you're fishing and how well working for you, and hopefully with the show and with Discord and everything, we can combine all the info from all of our anglers and figure, because the club's much bigger now than it was when we first did this like 4 years ago. So there may be a club project coming out where we compile all of our information on colored baits. If you want to participate, you don't have to, and we'll try to figure out what's the best colors to use. It doesn't matter what it is, if it's a swim bait or a hookup bait or whatever, a slow pitch jig, whatever, they all have different colors, and we're going to try to figure out what colors are working best. So upcoming in 2 weeks, I think.
Very nice, guys.
This week in Spotty Bowl, I fished I fished last weekend, and let me tell you guys, make sure you take your rain gear because it sneaks up on you. Like, it's not cloudy, sunny out, and then 30 minutes later it's a gusher. So make sure you guys bring out your layers. It's going to be a windy, maybe rainy go on Friday especially, so make sure you bring out your rain gear, even if it doesn't. Sometimes when you jump out that front door, you're like, oh yeah, blue skies, no problem, but just remember, pack it away, have it ready, because it's unpredictable. At least to me, they haven't predicted this weather very accurately. It seems like it's raining in Ramona and then sunny in Mission Valley, and I mean, like, it's hard to predict where the weather is right now. All right. The reason I wasn't on the show last year because I was at my favorite place, getting it done up there at Disney. I don't know why I included this picture.
Is that your purse?
Driving the omnibus at Disneyland.
Is that your purse, Brian?
That's one of my Yes, it is. I do.
It is.
No, no. Somebody left that there while I was driving around, So occasionally they let me drive the omnibus up there, So watch out, listen for my horn, so I get done what needs to be done.
That's so funny.
What are you laughing at? There's also if you go into the Galaxy's Edge, come check it out. I might be hanging out there too.
That's so good.
It's getting done. It's getting done.
Just wherever they need you.
Next up,
you're
okay,
the
serious
go-to
situation
guy.
here. Serious situation. Somebody sent me this picture, and guys, that is La Jolla. It must have been 2 weeks ago when they sent me this picture. Would you look at the sea lions up in La Jolla, guys? I mean, my gosh, I'm not going to get into this because we've gone into this many times, but I just want to share a picture of what's going on up there, and we've all been tracking what's been going on in San Diego, and something else has happened too.
Yes, let's go.
Oh no, my screen
Oh
shared
no. No. I muted Brian. Turn off your music, Brian. I'm not gonna let you talk until you mute your music. Oh, it's still there. Oh, still there. Okay, got it. You're back. Oh my gosh. No, but that's true, dude. Like, this is exactly what I've been saying, is that if you let a food source populate like that, eventually the predators are going to find out. And they just found out, right? Not only that, it's also going to start attracting like great whites too, because those things like to chomp on seals, right?
Let's hope so.
We're going to have those scenes like they do in San Francisco, the Red Triangle, where like the seals are coming back in to shore, and like the sharks just like breach,
I mean, did you see that picture of the sea lions? There's a gazillion of them there.
I know. And you know what? Those orcas are pretty smart, dude. They don't eat Spotty. They're gonna remember where they saw that big giant pool of that smorgasbord, that buffet.
I've been waiting all night to play that song with that photo. Okay, guys.
That's perfect. That's perfect.
That was a fun show. I enjoyed doing that. Guys, this weekend, guess what? Don't forget to declare your day. San Diego Bay. Hold on a second. Let me do this dang shirt on here.
Oh, there we go.
It's San Diego Bay, guys. First time in this year that we're fishing there. Spotty Bowl. Declare your day. Guess what, guys? It's time to party. I'm going to get out on San Diego Bay and snag some grass and catch some bass. I'm out of here. Later, Roman.
Let's go. Taking Brian out with a round of applause from the live studio audience. Thanks, Brian. Fantastic show today. Hope you guys appreciate and enjoyed the Spotty Science. Took a lot of time to put that together. Thanks again, Brian. Do me a favor, hit that like button before you go. And we'll be back here next Wednesday for another episode of Fishy Hour. And we'll be going over the results for the next session for round 2 of San Diego Spotty Bowl. So yeah, it's amazing. So shout outs real quick: Dog Dude Drone, Down SD Roy, Billy Little, Chet Preck, Arnie in the house, JD in the house. What up, JD? What up, JD? Good to see you in here. Shout out to let's see, Dave Rage in the house, Billy Little. We got Todd in the house, TB Metal Art in the house. We got OCT One Cool Tuna Jeff, Steven Gage, great show. Thanks Steven. We got Cal Cave Dog, Tyler. It's been a while since I've seen you in here. Thanks for tuning in today. Let's go to Bart Hall Saturday Bart Hall. Okay, I'm gonna put it in our Discord server, !Discord in the chat. If you're not already in the MMFC Discord server, join it today. And look in the where is it? Look in the MMFC events club outings. I'm gonna put in there going to Art Hall this Saturday. If you want to go with us, mob it as a group, let me know. We're basically gonna show up there, meet at the gate, form our group, form Voltron, and walk in there and have some fun and visit all of our sponsors and have a good time. All right? If I don't see you there, I'll see you next week. But until then, may the bite be with you. Woo! All right. All right.